So the sun is angry, the moon is growing, Venus is about to go retrograde. Oh, the north node is in Aries and the south node in Libra. Inflation is rising. Yeah. Where was I going with that? Okay, let's just put all of that behind and get to your reading. Let's find out what's coming up next in your love life. Hello, welcome crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. I'll be your guide for this divinatory session. Welcome to a subscriber's requested reading. You guys wanted to know what's coming up next in love, and I'm here to provide you with answers to that question. So we have here a choice of 4 different objects or tarot decks. Go by whatever you feel most compelled to choose. We have for group 1 the Illuminated Tarot, or this white box with a purple ribbon. For group 2 we have Tarot del Fuego, or this tiny paisley box. For group 3 we have El Tarot de la Luz, or we have this bigger and bluer box. I love the sound that they make. And for group 4 we have the Santa Muerte Tarot, and you have this contraption that when you press on it, it illuminates, yeah? So we can call this the illuminating hexagon. I don't even know, a light device. Let's just call it a light device, yeah? So these are the 4 options that I have placed here before you. Please take your time to look at which of them pulls you in the most, because if you choose with whatever pulls you in the strongest, there is a higher likelihood that the message will resonate more strongly for you. Feel free to choose more than one. Maybe you're curious to find out whether there will be more than one opportunity in love for you. I'm also curious to see what messages come through. I also have pre-selected some oracle cards for you guys. All of the tarot decks and oracle cards I'm using in this reading are linked in the description box below. If you click on it and purchase them for yourself, I also earn a small commission fee from Amazon, so thank you so much for that support. You can follow me on Patreon as well for more astrological and tarot content. Feel free to watch my short form readings on Instagram and on TikTok as well. I'm having so much fun uploading on a more regular basis on those 2 platforms. And I'm really sorry that I was a bit missing in action. I've been going through a lot of problems here with my cats. I'm also decorating my home and trying to make it more livable. But also we've been having a really rough heat wave going through Bucharest. And most of the day I feel floored. I feel like I have no energy to do my basic daily things like wash myself and cook and clean. It's such an effort with all the smog and the pollution, and now the temperatures which are well above 42 degrees on a normal day. So I need to wait for nighttime. Sometimes I'm really tired. I've been doing a string of personal readings and I'm super grateful for them, but they do drain me of energy. So yeah, I had to take a while to accommodate to the heat wave, to finish the personal orders. And now I'm back at offering you some free content. I am preparing for a study break during Venus retrograde, so if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can only do it until the end of the week, after which I will be gone for a period of 44 days and 44 nights, as long as this Venus retrograde in Leo is going to last. Thank you so much for your support, for your love, for your beautiful comments. I love you so much, Solar family. I cannot be where I am today without you, and I'm super happy to be creating work for you. I'm gonna go on a study break because I want to improve a lot of the things about the camera quality. I was lucky enough to actually gather enough funds and purchase a microphone. Thank you for everyone who wanted to give me a donation. Sadly, I am not able to take donations due to tax laws in my countries, but it was super kind and super generous for you to offer me something like that. If you want to support my channel, the best way you can do it is by booking a personal order or becoming my patron. I take the money that I make on that platform and I buy crystals and I purchase tarot decks or books that help me go further into the knowledge that I have, and then I'll gladly share with you in the creation of fun videos. All this being said, let's get into your reading. I'm sure you're super curious to find out what's coming up next in love for you. Group 1, hello, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here with me tonight for a special pick a card reading on what's next in love for you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this white box with a purple ribbon. I feel like you will uncover something important, something that is related to purity, the symbolism of the color white, or the non-color white, better said. And then we also have this deep, rich, almost like indigo purple, which is a sign of spirituality. So a pure download from spirit could enter your heart in the coming period, and you're going to realize something really important about maybe your relational patterns, the feelings that you might have towards somebody, or I feel like what you are willing to commit to, what you are afraid of potentially. Let's see what the cards have to say. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Illuminated Tarot for you. You might have been drawn towards this deck. Maybe this is why you chose group 1. So let's see. For group 1. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is a fire sign. This could be your energy or potentially the energy of this new person entering into your love life. This is a very bold woman, confident, ultra sensual. She hits the right spot, all the high notes, if you know what I mean. This could also be a tarot reader, a spiritualist, an occult teacher. You could fall in love with a member from the spiritual community. Why am I saying this? Because the other card that dropped right next to it is the High Priestess. This is Pisces energy. So you're dealing here with somebody who's smokingly good looking, but also incredibly perceptive and intuitive. Oof, a very dangerous person, because this is an individual that can charm you with their looks, but also is able to see through you with laser-like perception. Okay, let's unravel this mystery. Who is this person? Wow, you also got the Emperor, so an Aries is about to enter your life. I feel that for the majority of you, you could be caught up, two different scenarios are happening here because it is a general reading, so keep that in mind. For some of you, you could be invited to have a ménage à trois, you know, a night of intimacy with a married couple. They're both incredibly confident, very good looking, quite wealthy and daring. You know, these are the kind of individuals that enjoy taking risks. Yeah, these are also two people with an increased sensual drive. They are quite impulsive. They see somebody that they like and they go for it, you know. So expect a proposition, okay? Whether you will choose to go with it or not, that's up to you. I can share a little bit from my own personal history. This happened to me in April as well, and unfortunately I had to not say yes to this opportunity that appeared in my life. It is quite flattering on some level, but if you have more traditional values, that's perfectly okay. You can tell these people, I'm sorry, no, but you know, I'm not that kind of an individual, like I did, for example. But I can see very clearly that for some of you, this will be an invitation to spend kind of like a hot time, a hot, passionate time with a couple. Okay, they could even ask you to go on a holiday together with them. For others of you, I feel like this is another story where two separate individuals are entering into your life. You will crush on somebody from the spiritual community, a woman that could potentially be giving you a very good tarot reading, or an astrologer that you especially enjoy. And then also it could be that this person foretells the fact that you will meet the Emperor, an Aries man that will enter your life to have a more traditional type of relationship. Okay, so I hope that the messages were clear enough. I am reading here for different energy strands. This tends to happen quite a lot in my readings lately, so I just want to show you exactly what I see in the cards rather than just bluff it and tell you untruths. Okay, we have here the Star. So it's like you're going to be in the spotlight. People are going to adore you. The way you look, the way you behave, your energy, your aura, your vibe. There's just something infectious about you in the coming period. infectious, the way I pronounce that, infectious, I think. Yeah, it's the British pronunciation and the American pronunciation. You could be quite self-conscious in this period. Maybe you need to pass an exam. Maybe you're studying a second language, and you're really focused on the mental side of perceiving words. You're very attentive to how people speak, to grammar, to syntax, to semantics, to enunciation. But I have a feeling that you don't have to be so self-conscious, because you're going to just ace whatever it is that you have coming up in the next period. I feel that the Venus retrograde in Leo, because we are preparing to enter it at the moment at which I'm filming this. You might watch this in the future and maybe it's already over. But I feel that there is this beautiful energy of you radiating light in the coming period. And people will be very attracted to that. You will tend to attract a lot of people from all different walks of life. Maybe younger people than you, older people, people of the same age, married couples, spiritual readers. You know, you will attract as well this very bold and daring young man. For the majority of you, this is going to be a young man. This is a strange message. It just came out of me, because usually the Emperor is somebody with experience and somebody with know-how, a leader, somebody that could already have created a career for themselves or a name for themselves. But it doesn't always have to be like this. I kind of feel like with all of these bold and impulsive energies around, this is an individual that could have acquired quite a large sum of money at an earlier age. You know, there are a lot of people, young people at my age, that are already millionaires. So this is not uncommon for our generation. But I feel that this is also somebody that, irrespective of the wealth and the money that they have, this is somebody that has a very youthful spirit. This is somebody that enjoys adrenaline and might do something really fun with you, might take you out to an amusement park, and you're going to laugh and feel good, and all eyes will be on you, because, as I said, you have this stickiness in the coming period. What's entering next in your love life is more opportunities to have fun, to enjoy hot, passionate invitations. You will get a really awesome tarot reading or an awesome astrology birth chart report interpretation. I could have said that in a more simpler way, sorry about that. But yeah, it's just the energy of you opening up. It's like you might have been closed, like a sun that was hiding behind, you know, the clouds, and then all of a sudden the clouds are taken away, and it's your light, your radiance. You're no longer dimming your light, you're no longer fitting in, you're just yourself, and you're like, hello, I'm here, I have arrived. This is a really wonderful energy. I love your energy, group one. I want to pull one more card before I get into the oracle. Yeah, I mean, we have here the Wheel of Fortune. So luck is turning in your favor, baby. I feel like you will be blessed with an opportunity to go your own way, to swim in calmer waters. If you've been struggling, the struggle is over, okay? At least in your love life. I don't know about other areas in your life, but this is a love reading, and I'm here to give you a really positive message for your love life. The Nine of Diamonds is also the card of self-worth. It's the equivalent of the Nine of Coins. So you will be feeling like the lady in her garden, or the king in his garden. There is just this beautiful energy of you feeling like you've arrived. I also feel that some of you are going to have this full glow up in the coming period, and this is what's going to attract a lot of people towards you. Maybe a lot of messages, a lot of compliments, a lot of invitations to go out. You're going to find the right kind of style for yourself when you go out. The way you decorate your body is going to be on top. So it's like everybody is going to be looking at you, staring at you, complimenting you. You will be somehow in the spotlight. And this is especially true if you happen to be any of these signs. So we have here Aries, Pisces, or Aquarius, yeah? Also low-key Sagittarius and Leo as well, because we have the Queen of Wands and we also have the Wheel of Fortune. Now I want to see your oracle cards as well. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. So in this period, if you're sitting back overthinking things, if you're analytical and you have yet to make a decision about the next step forward, just take it. just jump right in, take it, and the path will be paved in front of you as you put one foot in front of the other. This is not a time to be a wallflower. The North Node is in Aries, so this is about courage, bravery, just going for it. You feel something, you go for it. You have this kind of desire to do something, you do it, you know? Do first, think later. I kind of feel like you guys need to be a bit more jumpy, a bit more energized, more dynamic. You know, sometimes energy comes to us when we actually start moving. I know it's a little bit paradoxical because you would feel that you would need energy to start moving, but just putting in a little bit of effort, it's kind of like already shaping a different pathway in front of you. I'm sorry if that sounds a little bit too abstract, but what I mean to say is that take a leap, jump into something that you don't know all the details of, okay? Because I feel that this is going to work in your favor. With all this green energy around you, this talks about good luck, abundance. You have windows of opportunities opening up around you. Just take them. Because if you don't, I have the feeling that you're going to miss out on a really beautiful, romantic, exciting, adrenaline-filled time in your life, and the window will close. The opportunities will die down, and then you will look back and think, why haven't I taken that leap of faith? Why didn't I say that? Why didn't I do that? Why didn't I just push forward? Why did I allow my fears to keep me small and behind the clouds? We also have here higher power. So you're protected, okay? You've got nothing to worry about. If you are overwhelmed by fear, if you feel like you're like ready to say yes to an opportunity and then you go like, no, I'm changing my mind. Try to put trust into the unknown and watch how it opens up even further. The ways in which people are going to love on you and adore you and give to you. This is also a test in you allowing other people to love you, because there could be a fear of being loved here. So you're exploring some of the limits of your capacity to give and receive love. Yeah, you also have another animal spirit card. We have here the koi fish spirit, and this talks about there is always enough. You could be afraid to initiate things, to do things, because you're afraid that you're going to be left without. But I found out something quite interesting that's happening to me in this period as well. For example, I want to purchase something for my home because I moved into a new space and I want to decorate it, I want to make it cozy, but I'm also worried about saving up. So I try to save up my resources, but then nothing is happening. There is no new orders coming in, there is no new energy expanding. But as soon as I make the purchase for the item that I want, all of a sudden a lot of orders come in. So whatever I am expelling, whatever I'm giving out, consuming, is returned to me in kind, as long as I keep the flow of energy and abundance moving. If I stop the flow because I'm afraid and I store my energy up like this in a very protective, tight embrace, nothing keeps moving. There is nothing new coming in, there is no more abundance. I block the flow. So be like this fish and flow. You are invited to just say yes to opportunities. And even if you don't know exactly what you're getting yourself into, just see it through until the end. See what happens. You would be surprised. Allow the universe to blow your mind up a little bit in love, yeah? So go with it. Almost like when you are at an amusement park and you go into a water tunnel and you just like take that leap. You have to finish the ride. You can't just stop or block yourself, because then the flow of water will continue to push you forward. You're going to hurt yourself. Other people are coming up from behind you. You need to clear the space for people that are already down. So you have to go into the flow and allow it to take you, even if it makes your heart beat a little bit faster than you are accustomed to. If you block the flow, you're going to cause problems and pains, not only for you, but to everybody around you, okay? So I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to have confidence, yeah? The sun. This is all about, I am here, I have arrived, I am radiant, and I am kicking my furniture as well. But I feel like this is an opportunity for you to just invite more laughter in your life, to have fun, go out, decorate yourself, be a little bit silly, be a little bit loose, take really weird selfies, post them up on TikTok, on Instagram, on social media, wherever you are active. Just eliminate the energy, move it around a little bit, shed some things away. It's important for you to get into this kind of dance with life rather than just to sit back and observe other people dancing. So what's coming up next in your love life? There is an opportunity here for many different kinds of relationships. You are going to find an occult teacher that you will have a crush on. You are going to spin the wheel of fortune and maybe even win a gift or a sum of money. You are going to radiate light. You see how much sun, how much energy, how much beautiful, beautiful solar light is in your reading, yeah? So it's all about expression, shining outward. It's not about keeping things in anymore, yeah? You are going to meet an Aries who I think you will have a short-term affair with. I'm not able to see that far into the future. Maybe we'll do a part 2 of what's next in love. We will see how this relationship develops. But I also see very clearly that you should definitely not overthink things in this period. You should just go with the energy of what you feel. I mean, both Pisces and Aries are highly intuitive. These are not individuals that sit and think and analyze, We're not talking here about Virgo or Libra energy. This is exactly the opposite, right? You feel the desire and you go and do it. You feel excited about something and you go and do it. You want that person, you go and tell them, okay? It's super important in this period to wear your heart on your sleeve, because this is how you will unlock a string of fortunate events in your love life, okay? So I hope that you will have all the confidence in the world that you can muster up. Radiate light around you, my beautiful group 1. Thank you so much for listening, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Ciao. Group 2, hello, welcome to a reading on the topic of what's next in love. I hope you're doing well. I'm so happy that you're here with me tonight. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this paisley box with some pink and red accents. I feel like something really extravagant might be happening, maybe with your look. I kind of had the feeling that you will do something to your look that will attract a lot of attention, will make people see you in a completely different light. Some of you could be getting plastic surgery, others are just changing your style, your hair color maybe, the way you do your makeup. You're just going to try out something new and it's actually going to work in your favor. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Tarot del Fuego. I'm going to live shuffle some cards to see what other things are coming next in love, following from that intuitive message I could pick up. So let's see for group 2. Okay, I see that some of you have been going through a dry spell. I can hear that some of you are saying, yeah, a dry spell for my life. So it could be that some of you have no sensual experience yet, but I feel that in the coming period, it's very obvious what's going to happen. You might actually have a first kiss, a first embrace, or you could go all the way further with a person of your choice. I feel this could be a fire sign. For others of you, this could be a really hot, passionate hookup that happens quite spontaneous. And I even feel like, Ace of Wands, I need to remind myself to kind of tone it down, but I do feel that some of you will go all the way, but others of you could just have that inkling of desire, that fire in your loins that's going to be reactivated after a long period of feeling quite sleepy, like maybe you were out of the dating game, maybe you were out of feeling romantically about somebody, maybe you didn't even have any sensual fantasies anymore. And now this fire is going to be stoked up again, yeah? There will be somebody giving you a compliment, kissing you, touching you in a way. I feel like maybe you will go on a random encounter with somebody. Like I feel that for some of you, you will go out with a friend and that friend is going to set you up on a blind date. Something of this nature. It's like, I feel like people around you, for you group 2, are trying to kind of get you to be more involved romantically with somebody. It's like they're trying to make things happen for you. They're trying to do it in subtle ways rather than overt ways. But I feel that for some of you, because I'm reading here for different energy strands and it's like all coming at me at once, in order to kind of organize it for you a little bit, for some of you, this is just going to be you finding somebody that you feel attracted to, like physically attracted to, and you're going to feel that fire in your loins again. You're going to start having these sensual fantasies. You're going to kind of like wrestle with the energy in the bed at night because you're lusting after them. For others of you, this is going to be like a first kiss, a first embrace, a kind of first petting situation, or maybe you could go all the way through with a person for the first time. For others of you, this is just going to be feeling more alive, like you feel more vital. You're recovering from a period of maybe poor mental health, maybe difficult physical recovery, and you're feeling like, I'm here, I'm here, I've arrived. It's kind of a similar energy to group one, but group one was more like, I'm expanding my energy, but for you, it's like I'm gathering energy and life force again from the ground up. I'm no longer going to allow things to flatten me and kind of make me feel, you know, pressured and defeated and wounded and betrayed. Yeah. So really beautiful energy. And right behind, yes, there we go. Right behind this Ace of Wands was the Three of Swords. So most of you are trying to recover from a situation that made you feel really bad in terms of a romantic connection. Somebody could have blocked you, rejected you. Somebody could have made you the third party in a situation in which you just uncovered. Yeah, I feel like some of you actually uncovered that somebody that you were crushing on had another connection or was already married. And this situation kind of left you feeling like a bitter taste in your mouth. That's kind of what I'm tasting right now. It's like, bleh, you know? And it's kind of like you wanted to bury the hatchet and say, that's it, I'm done. I'm through with love, down with love. Yeah, like in the movie with Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor. But I feel like you guys decided, you know what? I'm not going to compromise my own vitality and strength and energy just to kind of hide away and what? Rot in a corner? Whoa, that imagery is really powerful. But you decided not to do that. You decided to walk over this betrayal, get over the pain that has been placed upon you unfairly, and you're rising above. Yeah, you are going to get back at these people by living your best life, by hooking up with somebody or being together with somebody that is incredibly good looking and incredibly affectionate, and you're just going to prove these people wrong. You know what they say, revenge is a life best lived. So let's see. The Tower. Wow, what's entering into your love life? Group 2. Wow, you are a hot tamale. No wonder that you were drawn to the Tarot del Fuego. So we're seeing here somebody that's going to tear something down. Something is no longer working in your life, in the way you feel you look, in just the energy around you. I feel like you will decide to relocate, change jobs, cut out toxic connections, and maybe go out and meet new people, establish a new social network, a new group of friends. I feel like if you have been like dating people, monogamous. Okay, a couple of things came to me at the same time. If you are in a relationship, like if you are a serial dater, right? What's going on? Sorry. There's something happening here. I feel like a lot of you are trying to break out of a mold that could have made you feel like you are boring, like you're not progressive enough. Maybe you have a fear of missing out. Some of you could be going through some sort of crisis, yeah, with the Tower, because the Tower is Mars energy. I feel like the North Node in Aries is affecting you very strongly. It's kind of like you feel like, I'm done with being loyal and boring and playing safe and being the good girl or the good guy. I just want to do whatever I want and just grab whatever I want and kind of be a little bit selfish in love. And I want to change the way I look, and I want to change the way I talk, and I just want to be different, you know? For some of you, it's not a question of being different. You just want to bring out what's been repressed inside of you for such a long time, because the Tower is like a volcano that erupts. There's a buildup of magma that all of a sudden, And the buildup in some cases has been years, maybe months, down the line. So now you're destroying something in order to level a new foundation, to start rebuilding a completely different way in which you love and in which you express your love, a different way in which you receive love from other people. But also I think that you're trying to change the types of people that you are attracted to and the way you relate to them. So what I wanted to say earlier when I was kind of like rudely interrupted by this wave of energy was that some of you could have been in monogamous relationships where you dated a person for a while, then the situation ended, you waited a while, you met somebody else, you dated them. Some of you are going to open up to a lot of opportunities right now. You're going to do some pretty outrageous things. You could be dating two people at the same time. You could be engaging in hookups. Maybe you never did that in the past and now you're like, you know what? I want to try a variety of different things. I want to have a short-term relationship. I want to have a one-night stand. I want to have a long-term relationship. I want to get married or engaged. Let's just go for it. So it might sound outrageous, right? But this is a very passionate energy. I mean, I can barely hold up with your flow of energy, with the kind of vibe that I feel piercing through the screen, yeah? Because look, it's like you're done with being sad, depressed, alone, rejected. It's like you know what? I'm waking up and I'm going to do whatever I want. I'm going to take whatever I want. I'm going to say yes to whatever outrageous opportunity comes my way. So I would like you to be mindful a little bit that it could be that you're trying to process some anger. I don't know why, but I feel the need to share from my story as well, because I did it with group 1, but in a different way. I can tell you a little bit very briefly about the fact that after the disappointment of seeing that my marriage was not working out, and after the divorce was properly declared, I kind of went through a period in which I dated a lot of people and I had some casual hookups because I was just so angry and I was just like processing that pain of I was rejected because I was so loyal and loving, and there were other issues. Obviously it was my fault. I was also controlling in that connection. It wasn't just because I was so loving and perfect, obviously, but you realize these things further down the line after the anger was processed. And sometimes, if you've been almost like a saint in your personal connection and you did all the right things, you repress that kind of Martian energy and it tends to come out once you feel disappointed in love. Okay, so get ready for that. For some of you, this could also be a separation or a divorce that you might be going through, and you might experience something similar to what I've been going through. I'm sure that I'm not the only person that experienced that rage that you somehow process by hooking up with new people and by trying to make love and kind of like I can't say it right now because YouTube has these censored things, but Peaches has a really good song that is called F the Pain Away. That's basically what you're trying to do by dating on a conveyor belt, I'm not saying that you will be doing this, but watch out for this kind of energy because I feel it around you, okay? You still have free will and you still can decide if you want to engage with this energy or not, if you want to just ride the wave or wait for it to cool off. Look, Two of Cups, a separation. So some of you are going to find out a painful truth and you're going to decide to separate. This is normally the card of finding a soulmate and being together with somebody, but it's blocked. So it feels like all the water has seeped out. There's no love, there is no more understanding, the cup is empty. And what are you going to do to fill it up? You're going to try to focus on the good memories, okay? You're going to use nostalgia as a way to feed you. I feel like you're going to fill your heart with beauty and replace it. Replace the negative memories, replace the anger. You're going to choose to be the bigger person, have the higher ground or the higher view, the higher perspective, and you're going to bring beauty into your life after a period of what might have been a very trying couple of months as you were trying to maintain a connection that was no longer alive, you know, like you were trying to use your love paddles and resuscitate something that was dead for a very long time. And now you're going to pour all of this energy that unfortunately spilled out of your connection. You're going to, you see, the imagery is so beautiful. You're going to multiply it and pour it back inside of you. And you're going to have this beautiful surge of beauty. You're going to change something about yourself. And I feel like you will be that kind of quintessential person that actually goes through this beautiful glow up after a lot of pain and suffering and maybe a really bad breakup. And you might even get your partner or the person that betrayed you to come back and ask for an apology. But I think that by then you will already have moved to a completely different level. So I'm going to show you your oracle cards right now. I am getting a little bit, I'm sorry, I've just, I don't know if this is touching any emotional chords, but I need to drink some water. Maybe some of you got emotional. I couldn't speak anymore. The feelings were like, oh. Okay, so we have peace. Yeah, exactly what I was picking up on. Things are coming to a full circle, closure. You're going to feel whole again. Yeah, we have here the dove, which is a symbol of the Holy Spirit entering your life. Maybe you've been feeling alone, unprotected. You might have looked up at the divine, or actually the divine is within us. So you might have asked why is this happening? But it was meant for your liberation. Yeah. And we have here the thinking woman. So I see here somebody that's learning from their difficult past, somebody that is extracting wisdom, maybe by also engaging in beautiful romantic stories to try to keep your hope up in love. So it could be that you might go on a holiday and start reading some books in this period, and it's just going to help you maintain a feeling that love is possible. Even if I didn't feel it with somebody else, it still is possible for me. It will still come into my life because I manifested and I'm not going to give up on it. Yeah. And we also have two cards from the animal spirit. The butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. And the bee spirit, sweet results await. Yay! I'm so excited for you, group 2, because woof, this has been a little bit of a roller coaster of a reading. I hope it makes sense. So we see here a transformation, somebody that was like struggling through the pain of breaking out of a chrysalis. For some of you, this chrysalis, this confining energy might have been a toxic relationship. Then you're finally getting the courage to just say, enough is enough. I'm done. I'm out, you know, and I'm going to change. I'm going to, if I can't change you, I'm going to change myself. You know, I'm going to change my circumstances for the better. And I see here that all the hard work is going to pay off, okay? So the effort, the pain, all of this will not have been in vain. And this is such balm for a tired heart to hear that everything that you've been going through has not been just for nothing, because that is heart crushing. That is just putting you into a corner, not making you speak for days. Trust me, it happened to me several times. I had these spiritual moments of deep disappointment, but I feel like in your case, this is not one of those moments, and I'm super happy for you. This is more a moment of deep liberation, illumination. This is what's coming into your love life, a sense of freedom, a sense of possibility, a sense of I'm actually putting effort into something and I see that things are growing, things are multiplying. I also feel that a lot of you will also have good luck in your career as well, but we're not going to talk about this in depth. I have another career reading prepared for you guys coming up soon. I see very clearly here that you will experience more sweetness in your life, right? You're going to make your own honey if honey is not forthcoming from a partner. So I hope you have enjoyed this roller coaster of a reading. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. Thank you so much for listening, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading on the topic of what's next in love for you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this light blue box. It has a, actually, I'm just noticing now that it has a it has a lavender lid. I don't know, so 2 colors, 2 in 1. It could be that you're getting some opportunities in love, maybe a chance to connect with two different people. So I have here El Tarot de la Luz for you, my love. So let's shuffle some cards live and see what energy is coming up. I'm not going to cut that part out of the video. I'm just going to leave it there. Yeah. So let's see. For group 3, Spirit, what's coming up next in love? Wow, 3 of Cups. So very similar to what I was saying. You could be invited to a party, an event. This could even be like a celebration, a festival. You're going to go out and have fun with friends or with relatives. You might be invited to a family event like a wedding, a birthday party, a christening, some sort of religious celebration. There will be food, there will be good drinks, there will be an atmosphere of good cheer. Your heart will feel very happy, you're going to laugh a lot, you're going to feel like you belong. The 2 of Swords. You could be sitting in two minds about whether you should be doing something, especially whether you should be writing a text message to somebody. I'm hearing here an ex. Be careful about going to an event, getting a little bit tipsy or intoxicated, or just being contaminated by the atmosphere of good cheer, and then all of a sudden you might feel overconfident and send a message to an ex. How is this going to go down? We have here a Queen of Swords and a Page of Wands. I don't think that you will get the reply that you want. So be mindful about going back to an ex. Keep in mind that an ex is an ex because of a very good reason. If not, they will still be by your side today. There was something that wasn't working between the two of you, that you couldn't see eye to eye. You couldn't compromise, you couldn't communicate, you couldn't clarify. So it led to the eventual separation. But I'm here to let you know that having a nostalgic outlook or getting too stuck in the past might end up in this person actually replying in a very sensual and immature way that's going to put you off and you might block them. Yeah. So I feel that you could be tempted. You could be tempted to reconnect with an ex in a moment of maybe an altered state of consciousness, let's just put it like that. And I feel like the reply is going to be mostly related to, hey, look, let's hook up, hey, what's up, you know, what you're wearing, things like that, while you were trying to connect with this person on a more emotional level, maybe trying to bring up some memories from the past that could reconnect the broken bridge between the two of you. And then this person's reply is going to be prosaic and disappointing and strictly related to a physical urge, as you see here. So be mindful as well about receiving a certain type of lewd pics, you know what I mean? I'm not able to say it here, but be careful about receiving that kind of a data, especially when you are at a family festivity or when you're just having a good time by yourself. You don't want something to just completely crush the good energy that you were having. So I want to see what other energy could be coming up. You are going to receive some sort of news from a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This person is coming quite fast towards you, and this is a different individual than the one that you're trying to reconnect with. Yeah, this other individual might be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, the one that's going to reply in a weird way. They might not even be an ex. Maybe they were a person that you tried to work out a connection with, but it didn't work out, and you're going to try to give them a second chance. But be mindful, because they will put you in this Queen of Swords energy, which is about feeling pain in your heart, but trying to block this person off mentally and rationally, or feeling the need to talk back at them or to put them in their place. And I think that's just going to spoil the fun you were having, because we started off so beautifully with this 3 of Cups. Yeah, stay in this energy. This is the energy that's going to attract love towards you, and that's the energy that will make you feel good. So rather than, you know, taking a trip down memory lane, I would say lean the sword towards the first kind of energy. So we have here this Knight of Swords, this person that's rushing in, trying to tell you something. They have a piece of good news, and the good news is related to romantic opportunities. I feel like there could be a friend that is trying to get you all set up on a dating app maybe, or they might tell you, have you tried this thing? Have you tried going out with these kind of people? Have you tried maybe speed dating? Maybe you need to come with me on the dates I'm going, or we can go and try out a different way of approaching individuals, of meeting romantic partners. So I feel like this is most likely a friend, not a romantic interest. The Seven of Cups could also be that you've opened yourself up to the world of romantic opportunities, and you might be receiving a message from one of these romantic opportunities that you are actually going to enjoy. But the message is, again, it's going to be quite direct and bold. So I'm not sure how you are with that kind of an energy, if you're happy to receive a direct and bold message, or you have more of a build-up, you like a patient getting to know somebody. But I feel that this is what's coming up next. And then we have the Seven of Wands. So we have your significant synchronicity is 7-7, yeah? And the Seven of Wands is blocked. It's kind of like you will feel like wanting to give up. But please don't let these tiny disappointments pile up on you and gang up on you, on your heart, and making you feel like you should be bullied into a corner. Don't allow disappointments to win over you, okay? Allow your heart to be the strong one. Again, keeping in mind with Leo season, strength energy, with this Venus retrograde in the sign of Leo, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, yeah? Roll with the punches. No matter how many disappointments, how many small problems or miscommunications I'm engaging in, I will keep persevering. I will find my person. 7-7 is here indicating that what's next in your love life is a string of lessons, okay? And these lessons are not meant to punish you. Spirit doesn't want to get you irritated or annoyed. This is just about, it's kind of helping you grow on an emotional level, and it's helping you develop kind of like a thicker skin. It's helping you not react so much and understand when you are to react and when you are to hold back. It's also helping you understand that when you are in a good feeling, try not to self-sabotage it by falling back into a toxic pattern, yeah? Just like we saw over here with this beautiful energy of festivities and having fun, but then you're in two minds about what you should be doing, and then you're contacting potentially an ex, and it ends up with drama. Yeah, so it's a very clear indication here that whatever happens to you in this period, try not to punish yourself, try not to block yourself, try not to limit yourself. Ride the wave of good energy, because I feel like good energy is entering into your life. Even if there might be these small disappointments, these small hiccups in your love life, in your love flow, I feel that you are meant to become aware of a pattern, become aware of a certain problem, and then as you're becoming aware, you're learning and you're expanding your mind, you're growing, you're having these aha, now I understand moments, yeah? Let's see what your oracle cards have to say. So we have here the Scarab Beetle Spirit, and the message is magic works through you. You're also learning about how to control better your manifestations in love, that if you tend to be in two minds about something, the energy is dispersed and you can't manifest something more powerful. So you're finding out that in order to be an occult practitioner, even if you're a silent, covert one, not an overt one like myself, you basically need to concentrate your energy. A clear mind, clear focus, clear thought, clear intention, and just, packing up all of those things and aligning them is what will bring you into your reality, that very thing that you wish. And you're learning about this. You're learning about what should I allow to let go from my energy, and what should I welcome? What should I bring in? What should I allow to transpire? What should I sweat out of my system? I also see here that you also got quite a lot of cards. So we see here rest and rejuvenation, and we also see adjacent possibilities. Exactly, you're learning at the moment that rejection is God's protection. If one door closes, another one opens up, and if the opportunity in front of you is not working out, how about the opportunity to your left? How about you just take a look around and see, maybe while you're trying to make things work with an ex, there's a person in your present that's been trying to get you drinks, or trying to get your attention, trying to get your Instagram handle or something. And you're just like, yeah, but I'm busy with this person from my past. So you're kind of getting this kind of arcane view, or this 360 perspective. You're noticing things that before in the past you were blind to. Yeah. And I also feel that you're understanding that when you rest, when you're relaxed, when you're happy, that's the moment when whatever you've been desiring to happen, it takes shape and form. Yeah. Your manifestation can only happen not only if you focus it, like I mentioned before, but also if you learn to let it go after you have focused. You ask for something, dear God, please help me with something. Please help me to meet that person. You believe in it 100%, and then you just let it go. You allow the universe to step in and do the magic for you. You're learning about this, yeah? How relaxation, how going with the flow, it's part of the process. It's not just you giving up and being lazy, but it's part of the process of manifesting something. Much like when you're working on something creatively, you go through periods when you're doing research, you're honing your craft, you're actually working at that thing that you're trying to manifest, and then you need to have a period of rest, relaxation, where you allow the unconscious mind to take over after the conscious mind has been so busy at work trying to refine something. Wow, soulmate. Wow, okay, so you'll be happy to hear that there is a romantic soulmate on its way towards you. This unfortunately is ice energy. We see here two penguins, and penguins are not the fastest movers on land. They are better when they swim underwater, but ice energy talks about frost, delays, obstacles, limits. So in spite of the fact that you and your soulmate could take a while until you guys meet, there is somebody destined for you. Okay, so I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to be desperate and to think, oh, all these things happen to me. Why is everybody else already in relationships? They're already married, they're already having children, and me, here I am fighting with people in my phone. Because it's a test, it's a challenge. It's meant to help you grow. It's meant to help you fulfill a certain karmic destiny. Now, after these challenges are surpassed, the reward that you will get will be commensurate to the challenges you have overcome. And I feel that in spite of the fact that you see other people getting married and having children and being in loving connections, nothing is going to guarantee that they will still be in those connections by the time you meet your soulmate. It could very well be that the path towards your soulmate takes longer because you're meant to stay with this person for a longer period of time. Whatever is being created for you has the chance of lasting a longer time than the relationship that you see around you. By the time when you meet your soulmate and you're already settling down into a connection, maybe everyone around you, or at least a couple of your friends that are so happy at the moment, will go through separations themselves. The only thing that is certain about life, and especially about our romantic world, our emotions and our energy, is the fact that we go through changes. As paradoxical as that may seem. But I feel that you have a soulmate, so don't despair. And I also see here yang energy. So yang energy is a masculine principle. It's about competition, going out there into the world. It's about expressing energy, anything that is connected to what we normally associate with masculinity, right? Winning, aggression, maybe that's a toxic form of masculinity, the use of violence to get what you want. But it's also speaking about power, and the power to use whatever you have around you to create your reality. So I see a double message here. First message, your soulmate is most likely a male. So this applies to whether you are male or female watching this. Your soulmate is another man. And another thing is that you can use your yang energy to manifest love. And don't give up. Even if you're blocked, even if there are challenges, you will overcome them, you will surpass them. If a limit is reached, go back to the drawing board, rest and relax, and then wake up the next morning with renewed optimism and with the determination to go forward in life and to continue to manifest the soulmate, because they exist and they're trying to manifest you too. Okay, it's almost like spirit is checking your determination. So this is what's coming up next in your love life. There might be some lessons, but they are part of the process of getting closer to your soulmate. Okay, group 3, I wish you so much good luck. Thank you for listening, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Ciao. Hey group 4, welcome to your reading on the topic of what's next in love for you. So this is for those of you that were drawn to this light creating object. So I feel like a lot of light is coming in. I also needed to kind of like put more lipstick on for your specific pile. So I feel that, okay, 2 messages. Some of you are gonna get some lip fillers. And you know, I'm saying this because it might be a beauty procedure that you've always craved to have. This will attract a lot of attention and attraction and admiration towards you. And others of you are actually going to be kissed. You are going to experience a hot kissing session with somebody that you've been crushing on for a while now. I hear that some of you have been crushing on a celebrity. That might not be the case, but it could be that you meet somebody in reality that looks a lot like that celebrity or has something that reminds you of your favorite celebrity. So most of you, most likely, are going to be kissed in the coming period. But now let's see what the Santa Muerte Tarot has to say about this beautiful light that's coming into your life. It feels like something like a chance opportunity, something quite unique. Let's see. So for group 4, whatever is coming, it's coming quite slow. Okay, so I want you to be patient. We have here the 9 of Pentacles. Whatever is coming towards you, initially when you see it, you're not going to believe that it's something quite worthy of your time or attention. So look again, look closer, because it's actually a boon of abundance. I feel that you're going to meet somebody that is quite well off, somebody that might want to give you an expensive gift. I feel that this could be an earth sign. This person might take you out for a really good meal. They might want to teach you about how to enjoy a part of life. Like they might take you out vintage shopping and they might show you all the things that they know about antique pottery, or like really nicely made wooden furniture, or carving in stone. Or they might take you to a lavish meal and they might teach you about how to pair your wine to your dish. You're dealing here with a person that's a little bit fancy, it's a little bit elitist, but they are cultured and educated and knowledgeable, and they kind of want to show off their skills in front of you to try to impress you, to be into them romantically. And this person thinks that they have to work at it for you to be interested in them, because initially your interaction with this person will feel a little bit, like I said, you might look at this person and you'll feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm attracted to you. But then as you get to know this person and you look beyond the superficial, this person will become significantly more interesting to you. So look closely and don't judge a book by its cover. This seems to be the first message. Now, let's see what else is coming up here. I also feel like you're going to be feeling yourself in the coming period. You're going to feel quite hot. You're going to feel quite attractive. If you've been going through a period where you had to work a lot and you had no time for yourself, now you're actually going to take some time to take care of yourself. Let's see. We have here the 4 of Pentacles. Ooh, your jealous nature, or maybe some possessive feelings that you never knew you had, could be stirred up by somebody that appears in your life. There's a, you know, this card portrays a bridezilla, even though I dislike that term because it's quite misogynistic towards women. I feel that there is somebody here that could try to make you feel jealous of the fact that a friend of yours could announce that she's getting married, or somebody will announce that she is pregnant. So somebody in your friend group, maybe somebody distant. I'm not picking up a really close friend. It could be just an acquaintance. For some of you, it's a close friend because, you know, you're a large group here, so I'm picking up on different strands of energy, but I can clearly see that somebody's going to try to make you jealous with the news that they have for you. I also feel that this new individual that appears in your life, you're going to talk to a friend or a sibling about him. And I'm saying him because I see a man with a hat, or at least a skeleton with a man's hat. And this friend or this sibling might try to kind of butt into the connection with this person that you're trying to form. And this is going to strike up some competition between the two of you. This is really weird. Okay, we also have here the Hierophant. So we have Taurus energy on the table. Yeah, I can see a lot of Earth energy. Yeah, we have the 9 of coins, the 4 of coins, and Taurus energy, the Hierophant, the High Priest. So this is about following due procedure, being moral, not taking shortcuts on the path towards getting to know somebody. Okay, for some of you, I'm just getting the message right now. You could be crushing on a person and you don't know, but you will find out that they're actually married. And you might be receiving some weird messages from their partner, their spouse. And then you're going to have to kind of slow down the connection. I feel that you're going to have to wait for this person to separate from their spouse if you want to continue dating them. Yeah, but this is just a subgroup from group 4. I feel that this might not happen to all of you, but it could be like a rude awakening. I mean, if you're meeting this person in the coming period and it is happening, this attraction happens during a Venus retrograde, you have to be very careful with the new people that you meet during a retrograde, because they tend to be hot flashes in a pan. They tend to be better than they actually are. We tend to have rosy colored glasses on during a retrograde, and we tend to like think without checking all the red flags and all the details. We make decisions that are basically from our belly, from our loins, and we tend to get overly excitable. And then as soon as the retrograde ends, all of a sudden the bubble bursts and we realize, oh my god, this person is not at all who we thought they were. So I'm kind of picking up that it could be for some of you this kind of a situation, but let's see. Okay, I also see here another person, a Knight of Cups. This is a man of the same age as you, or somebody that has very masculine energy. They could be a woman with a very masculine but watery energy. So a woman that is a director, an artist, a counselor, a psychotherapist, somebody that is giving you a different opportunity, a chance for a different type of relationship, a relationship in which you are finally together with somebody that is emotionally available. So following from this disappointment, yeah, for some of you this is going to be a disappointment. For others of you, you're just going on a date with this person that's quite knowledgeable and you don't feel that attracted towards them, and you could be blaming yourself or making yourself feel bad about, why am I not attracted? This person could be so good to me. But then another individual steps into the picture. Yeah, so you'll be given a choice. And I feel that for most of you, this person is much better. First of all, for those of you who are crushing on a married person, you are being given a chance to connect with somebody that is unattached. They are there for you. They are willing to love you. And for some of you, I'm hearing this could be quite scary, knowing that you could actually have everything you want with a person that is no longer limited by a marriage. Yeah. Sometimes we tend to fall in love or crush on people that are not available to us because it's safer in this way. It kind of reconfirms a prophecy that we keep telling ourselves that, oh, things never work out for me, so I'm just going to stay safe in the knowledge that things are never going to work out for me. But what if a person is emotionally available and unattached and they come into your life and they want to give you love? Because the Knight of Cups carries the promise of love. What are we going to do then? Freak out and run for the door? Of course not. Let's see what's coming up in this connection with this person. The Empress, somebody who adores you. And we have so much Taurus energy in group 4. What's happening here? Are all my Taurus in this group? It's like it's a conference of Taurian energy. Maybe all Taurus moons, ascendants, suns, Venuses, Marses are here. So I'm super happy to have you here, guys. I also have a Mars in Taurus right now. We are completely being pummeled by Uranus in Taurus. I hope you're doing well. No longer is the North Node in the sign of Taurus, but we have Jupiter, right, crossing over our personal planet. So, hey, that's a good benefic energy. So I see very clearly here that this person will adore you. They will treat you exactly how you were supposed to be treated by most of the people that you have fallen in love with or crushed in your life. And I'm sure that they might not have reciprocated in kind to such an extent that you would have considered something more serious with them. But this is a chance for you to actually step into a long-term commitment with this person. The Empress guarantees something that is settled, stable, an environment where things can grow, where things have the chance to develop to their full blossom. And the Knight of Cups is actually one of the best knights to get in a love reading. He promises love that is given freely, without obstacles and limits, without the need to get anything back in return. Should I pull one more card? Okay, and we'll get into your oracle cards in a second. Yeah, and you're going to have to let go of this King of Pentacles, yeah? So what's coming up next for you, Group 4, it's a chance to make a better decision in love. Will you go for the person that maybe doesn't hit all the right spots for you? A person that could be wealthy, but at the same time you might not feel attracted to them, or a person that you are attracted to, they are wealthy, but they come with a commitment. Will you go for that? Or will you break that pattern and you will go for somebody that might scare you a little bit with the heat of their passion, with the authenticity of their emotions, with how vulnerable they are with you? They might even tell you, hey, I feel like, you know, this is meant to be. I feel like I might have fallen in love with you at first sight. And this person has the potential to turn you into something more committed. I'm even going to say a spouse, okay? Because the Empress is the spouse. She's the Queen of the Queens. So there might be marriage in the cards for you, but you have to choose wisely, and you have to break away from an old pattern that's been keeping you locked in a lack mentality, in a I always attract people that are not good for me, I'm never good enough, I'm never the priority. Do away with that. Brush it under the carpet and make a better choice, because a better choice will be given to you. And let's see the oracle cards. Time to go. You actually got the most cards from the wisdom of the oracle. So time to go, it's about leaving something behind. We have deep knowing. A new kind of awareness is trying to make itself known. It's coming out of you. It's like you're changing your thought processes. You're changing who you think you are. And as a consequence, you're changing the types of people you attract. Breathe. So if this new opportunity kind of makes you feel anxious, it's that anxiety of doing something new, unique. If you feel like a thrill, a rush of blood going through your body, breathe through it. Take a moment to regroup and persevere forward with something new. Do something that scares you in love, even if that might be choosing somebody that is really open and emotionally available towards you. And then we have walking away. You have two cards here that show a woman leaving something behind, a woman opening a gate and walking through it, a woman walking on a pier. It's almost like she's plunging herself into this cloud sky, or maybe into a body of water. So it's about leaving an old version of you behind, an old mentality, something that was no longer working for you, yeah? Even I feel the need to shift my body in your reading. You're cleansing, you're letting something go, you're coming out from the dark and into the light, yeah? And this also looks like a honeycomb, right? In a beehive. So it's like you're finally finding a relationship in which you feel like you can belong to somebody. You're allowing this person to see you for who you really are, and you're no longer afraid of being loved. There is a fear of being loved that you're leaving behind. So we have here the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. We have as well the porcupine spirit. Time for a beginner mind. And we have the Panther spirit, which tells you that you need to reclaim your power. Reclaim your power and don't allow circumstances to work against you. You can make choices. You can actually uphold values that you've always had. Like if you want to be in a long-term commitment with somebody, great, do that, you know, do that. Don't fall for people that are already committed with other individuals. But it's not even a case for falling, because sometimes we don't choose who we fall for. It's a case of learning how to detach from that which is not good for you. Understanding that, yeah, I could have a crush on a married man or on somebody that is not available, but that doesn't mean that's the only person I can love. Let's look around and see what other people are there. This person is available. Sorry, I felt the energy of the other person. This person is available. How about if I just connect with them? Yeah, so leaving the darkness behind, thinking differently about your love energy and the people you attract, and then sticking through with the commitment you are making. Being loyal to that person you have chosen. Come hell or high water, you are there. And that's what the secret to how you will have a fulfilling relationship and actually reach that level of, you know, that we saw over here in the tarot cards, that level of being the spouse, of being married, of being in a commitment. So you're going to make a really beautiful, better, important choice. You're going to make a big change in your love life by breaking from a pattern of you crushing on the wrong types of people. You're going to open up to other people that are much better for you. One of them at least. We have here, just have so many cards on the ground. Yeah, so we have here this Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. A water sign is coming into your life to bring you some sweet, sweet love. And I feel that for once, you're going to say, yes, love me. I'm not going to be afraid or hide in a corner or think that things are not going to work out for me. You're going to reclaim your power, yeah? You're stepping out of the darkness and into the light. This is the message that I had for you, Group 4. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for listening. Comment down below and let me know if it resonated. And I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Toodaloo!